What's your why? Why for what? Your why for whatever you do. Why do you do what you do? There's power in knowing why you do what you do. Knowing why you do what you do is more important than what you do. So why are you doing it? Why are each of us doing college? Simon Sinek has written multiple books on knowing your why. He found that the most successful companies start with their why, everyone else starts with their what. His diagram is very interesting. Notice how the why is at the very center of the diagram. It's at the core. It's in the middle. Notice how the what is on the very outer layer. It's last on the priority list. You see, when you start with your why, when you know your why, you are working from deep down inside. You're working from the core, from your very center of your being. It's where power comes from. Think about how much more powerful or how much more significance your time here would have if you knew why you were at Colorado Christian University. Think about it. CCU has a why. Shouldn't we? Let's look at our very own university's why. Colorado Christian University's why is to provide Christ-centered higher education to transform students to impact the world with grace and truth. Colorado Christian University is not just another university. Oh, no. Colorado Christian University has found its why. Okay, well, what about Colorado Christian University's very own students? What about us? What sounds better to you? I'm in college to get a degree, to get a job. This is too surface level. Isn't life about so much more than degrees and jobs? How about this? College is shaping, developing, and preparing me to make an impact on the world. This sounds a lot better. How much more significant, how much more impact does that degree sound now? Does that what sound now? When you know your why, it can not only set you up for success, but it can also sustain you through seasons of suffering. Nelson Mandela knew his why. He stood for his why, and it got him thrown into prison for 27 years. But his why also sustained him while he was behind bars. And he came out a better man, a more compassionate leader, and just more forgiving. Oh, and what about Viktor Frankl? He wrote a great book called Man's Search for Meaning. He was thrown into a concentration camp for 3 years. While in the concentration camp, he found his why. His why was to complete that very book, Man's Search for Meaning, because he knew the impact that it would have on other people's lives. Oh, and what about Jackie Robinson? Can't forget about him, the first African American to play Major League Baseball. He broke the color barrier. Could you imagine the ridicule and opposition he must have had to face? Pitchers throwing at his head all the time. His very own teammates rejecting him all the time. And receiving death threats from around the country all the time. How in the heck did these 3 men survive such seasons of suffering? They had a why to live for. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live for can endure almost any how." In conclusion, Andrew, what's your why? Why are you in college? I want to learn, grow, and mature as a person. I want to make an impact on the world with grace and truth. Brothers and sisters, what's your why?